promoting retards.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
we're live. I can't say that now.
We are live. So let me go ahead and get this posted. Gotta mute the stream. Hold on.
Oh, I know what I need to do.
What do you need to do?
I need to open it up so I can see the chat. What do you need to do?
I can't find my phone. There it is. Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. We have 3 people watching.
So it'll be all 3 of us.
Pretty much.
No, it's not 3 of us. I haven't got in there yet.
Yeah, we have 3 people watching. Somebody needs to mute their stream though.
Lazy Gamer's on.
I have my headphone on, so it shouldn't have any volume.
Jared.
Okay. All right, now I'm in.
Okay, it's muted. That was me.
No worries.
I'm in. I'm liking. Hey, if you guys are in here, make sure to click the like button. Smash it. Smash it with all your might.
Smash it so hard. I don't actually smash the like button. I gently press it as I push it.
Play shit. All right, I'm gonna do my Instagram bit.
Do it.
Okay.
Hey, we have Jared. We have BLP3 Motors, and we have Daren Hillhouse. We're live, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
All right, I got my phone here. Hold on. Hey, everybody on Instagram. I am live right now. Make sure to head over to Daren Hillhouse Vlogs. As you can see it, head over to the live stream, drop a like, subscribe to all of us, and let's get freaky. Let's do it.
So freaky.
Instagram, I am live right now. Make sure to head over to Daren Hillhouse Vlogs. As you can see it, head over to the live stream, drop a like. Subscribe. All right. All right, now let's just wait.
Get those kids into bed. Get them going.
Yeah.
Hell Kitten's here. I'm here, bro.
Put the babies.
Oh yeah, you gotta get those kids into bed.
So what's going on, everybody? Who's here? Let's do a roll call. So Lazy Gamer's here, Jared's here, Daren's here, I'm here, and Hell Kitten's here. Is that us 5?
Yep. So how's everyone doing tonight?
Doing good, man.
Fantastic.
Living the dream.
Getting ready to take off my shirt.
This is a family channel.
Let's see here. I'm retweeting this.
All right. Cool.
I am on live. Hang out. Boom. Just tweeted that out. Let's see who gets in here.
Sweet. Awesome. So what's everyone up to tonight other than this famous live stream?
I've been working on some photo edits. I shot a time lapse last night.
Nice.
Just before we started.
Love time lapses.
I'm a big sucker for time lapses, night photography, long exposure. Oh yeah.
I hate you right now. My DSLR got busted in the move, and I haven't been able to replace it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm
sucks.
Kind of bitter about it, but so what'd you take a photo of?
So I used my drone.
Oh man.
Did a I'm gonna blank on the term. A hyperlapse of the sunset.
Ooh,
Shooting out over the canyon just out west of town.
nice.
So,
Hell Kitten says hi, Jared.
hi, Hell Kitten. I saw that. I said hi, chatted hi.
Oh. So, for those of you that aren't aware, this is Jared. He's my brother.
Bird.
I'm related to him. The other individual in the chat is BLP3 Motors.
I'm here.
So that'd be kind of fun to talk about cars tonight. See what we could get going on.
Yeah.
This is a little out of my element. I break cars. I don't know much about anything else.
Well, yeah, cars do have a brake, so that's good.
Yeah.
I drive cars really fast sometimes.
Really fast. I drive cars fast too. Hey, look, it's Twisted Arts Productions.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
What up, Brap?
Guys, if you're joining the stream, make sure to smash the like button.
So, let's see. You like to go fast? How fast do you like to go, Brett? I'm going to call you Brett because that's how I know you. So, how's your new vehicle going, Phil?
It's going well. I have a list of mods and things that I do want to do with it. But it's going to be one of those tasteful. My philosophy on this particular vehicle is sexy over aggressive. That's kind of I don't.
So you're going to drop it?
No. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to level it. Well, actually, no. I'm going to lift it 3 inches. Okay. And the only reason why I'm going to lift it 3 inches is I do want to have a bigger tire on it. So the truck does come with 20-inch rims, and those are pretty decent size rims. And so I just want a taller tire to fill it up a little more and have a little more tread. In Oklahoma, you definitely want a lot of tread because we have a lot of ice and a lot of whatever, and we're headed into the season of slush. We versus Ohio, what happens here is that when it gets cold and it snows, the snow doesn't stick. What ends up happening is it melts, and then we get like crazy winds that freeze, and so we get ice, black ice everywhere. We don't get snow.
I've heard of those eastern black ice frozen roads. My wife's originally from Nashville, where she claims that it sucks out there when that temp goes down and that road freezes.
Yeah, it's comes with the territory.
So why don't you tell the viewers what kind of truck you have?
Yes, please.
It's a Power Wheel.
Power Wheel.
It's a 2014 Ram 1500 Laramie Longhorn. So it's a pretty sweet truck. I'll actually put it in the chat. Here we go. 14.
Is it a long bed?
No.
Gotcha. Twisted Art says you need to drop to 18s and get a better ride out of it.
Yeah, I am noticing that it's a little bumpy, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to get a bigger tire to kind of help with that. Dude, it's Mopar all the way. I'm a big Dodge guy.
Is it bumpier than your Civic?
Yeah, it is, but it has way less road noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way less.
I would have thought the Civic would have had.
Civic was horrible with road noise. What's nice with the truck though is that it's on a higher end of where it was, but it's very quiet cabin. I can hear the low purr of the Hemi, when I get on it. What I want to do is I do want to tamper with the exhaust. I want more of a low growl. I don't want the exhaust louder. I just want a lower note kind of coming. Actually, no, I lie. I want it 10% louder. just 10.
That's when you just punch a little hole in the muffler then?
Oh man, what I'd like to do cutouts. Yeah, so Twisted Arc says so more sidewall will give you a better ride. Yeah. Well, hey, Twisted Arc, why don't you take a look at the video that I posted on my channel with the Ram? I did it, and I have a kind of a detailed outlook. You can look at the car, you can see the tires I have, you can see the rims, and you can see it all, and you can message me and let me know what I should do with it. That'd be awesome. And if I end up wanting to do with that, I'll give you a shout out. I'm saying Twisted Art, Productions said I should do this, and I'm totally doing this. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to lift it 3 inches. Definitely want to have taller tires. That's definitely happening. And I actually want to put LED like rock lights in the wheel wells and stuff. I just have this thing where I love glow lights, and I like when I'm driving.
It's the tuner inside you.
It is, man. It is. If I could make my truck look like a Civic, that'd be interesting, right?
Right.
That would be cool. I've got a brother-in-law who's got an Xterra, and he goes off-roading with it. And he's put lights in the whales, and it's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. And I love all that. I was actually really, really pleased. So as far as a profession is concerned, I was doing insurance. I was an insurance agent for the last couple of years. And so in the town that I live in, I was not an insurance agent in the town that I was living in. I was actually driving about 65 miles into the big city and doing insurance there. And so that's why I bought the Civic. I was commuting. It was an hour to work, going there, an hour and a half to come back, coming back with traffic. So I did that for 2 years. But with the truck, I picked up the truck because I switched professions. So now I'm actually going to be doing real estate. I'll be a realtor here in town.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I'm also going back to school. I'm getting my MBA, and so I'm kind of doing all of that at the same time. But the thing is that where I live, it's a little bit of in the country, not like so much in the country, but me driving a tuner car in the country, I get a lot of dirty looks. And so switching over to getting a truck, though, that is good. That helps me fit in here. That helps me fit in with the locals. And I will be selling land and having to drive, and so needing a 4-wheel drive truck was something that I was needing, and it was tough. It was tough to switch because I loved that Civic, and it was unique and it was one of a kind. And believe it or not, when I put that Civic up for sale, it sold in less than a day.
Oh wow!
Less than a day, and then the dealer, actually, I got a dealership bought it. A dealership found me and said, "We have to buy your car," and they gave me a very fair price for it. So I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll let it go for that." And they turned around and sold it in like 3 days.
Wow. So I gotta ask really quick, do you have truck nuts yet?
I will never have truck nuts. I think that is so obnoxious.
Jared's got them.
What?
I'm joking.
Man.
No, I do not have them.
I was about to say, you're gonna have a visit from the Nutcracker.
If I ever get nuts on my truck, bring the Nutcracker over.
Actually, you should totally go to the store and get like a can of Planters nuts and just put it on the truck. And just be like, truck nuts tailgating.
Next thing I know, I know tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and Brett's gonna have put something on my truck. I know it now.
Just put like a squash, a summer squash on it.
I know where you live,
man.
You're the one that invited him.
I know. He knows a lot more about cars than I do. Brett comes over and helps me fix mine. I've got a 2001 Tahoe that I probably put way more money in this year than I should have. in the year that we've just been replacing everything. So Brett's worked in the mechanic field. Twisted Arts Productions there. He's worked in the mechanic fields and
nice
friend of mine. So he's been really good to come over and help me fix a few things up.
Awesome.
A few hundred things, huh?
That's my thing. Is I have a 2001 Volkswagen Jetta, and it's just I haven't been able to do. Like I'd like to mod it a little bit, but it's not even worth the money at this point to do anything. So,
hey, what do you guys think about the Bronco refresh? They're bringing back the Bronco.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that.
Oh man, it's happening. There's actually it's gonna be a really cool time for auto stuff. 2020, 2019, 2020 is gonna be really really awesome for the car industries because you got a lot of big plays that are going on right now. So from what I've heard, oh, by the way, Twisted Arch wants to know if the Jetta is diesel or gas.
It's gas. It's just a gas Jetta. It's got over 200,000 miles on it. I bought it at 119, and I put quite a few miles on it, so it's ran great for most of it.
Yeah,
it's just starting to die at this point.
That Bronco, I mean, that looks it's boxy. It looks aggressive. It looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like a Hummer a little bit.
Yeah, it does. So I don't know if you've seen what's Rampage, the new movie with The Rock.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
He drives one of those in the movie.
Oh, really? See, that Bronco kind of looks like a Rubicon had a baby with a Hummer.
Yeah, definitely. There's actually one other thing. Hold on.
The big things that I'm really excited about. So, Dodge. Well, actually, hold on. We'll stay with Ford. So Ford's bringing back the Ranger. The Ranger's going to be really, really, really cool.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
They're bringing back the Ranger, and that's going to be stick and automatic. So there's going to be a lot of fun with that. Hey, what's going on, the Toxic?
Hey, Toxic. You'd like to be hired by me? I'm actually currently unemployed, so I don't think you want to be hired by me.
Oh no, I bet he wants to be hired by by Phil here.
I'll hire you, man. Yeah, the Ranger is sick. Now, so there's a couple things that there are rumors and that are going on that we're not exactly sure, but I'll kind of outline them. So one of the on Dodge's side, Dodge is, I think they're getting ready to get rid of the Challengers and replace them with the Barracudas. So I think that's what they're thinking about doing. I've seen some concepts on it. That's really cool. Now, here's something that's really interesting that I cannot wait to see if it's going to happen or not. So in the last year, I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a switch in heads of companies. So the head of Dodge actually went over to Alfa Romero Porsche to be the head there, and then the Alfa Romero Porsche guy came to be the head of Dodge. So what you have—
Do they play like musical chairs?
Yeah, but here's the benefit to that. So with what Dodge has been doing, making insanely stupid fast cars that are production that are coming out, the thing is that you spend $50, $60, $70, $80,000 on your Dodge cars, and you're getting really awesome exterior, you're getting really awesome engines, but the moment you sit inside the car, it feels like a $30,000 car. You know, you're sitting inside a $30,000 car, maybe with leather seats and a leather wrapped steering wheel. But it feels cheap. That was a thing. And so now with the Alfa Romero Porsche guy, what he's going to do is they're going to add more luxurious elements into the Dodge platform, and they're also going to be sharing the Alfa Romero Giulia's platform there. So what's interesting with that is that basically the materials that they use in the frame of the vehicles, they're going to be lighter and stronger. So you basically have all the horsepower that Dodge has with a lighter frame, so you have a lighter, faster car, and then you're going to have more luxurious elements that Porsche and Alfa Romeo offer in their vehicles. So that's going to be very, very, very freaking cool. So, you know, there's going to be refreshes and there's going to be things happening, but there's going to be more luxury elements in Dodge, and that's what they were missing. So then you take Alfa Romeo and Porsche, now they're going to get all the horsepower that they were missing. Now, I mean, with Porsche, you know, Porsche has handling cars. They've never been a super duper duper speed, you know, type, you know, cars. They've been more of a track cars, and they take turns and whatever, you know, with your 911s and your, you know, whatnot. But now they're going to start getting some horsepower, you know, and so I'm interested to see what's going on, you know, with that. But here's what's really freaking interesting. So, you know, the Type R came out these last 2 years, right? And the Type R has been doing really freaking well. And so with that, you know what's coming back, right?
The
Supra. So Toyota is answering with the Supra, but Toyota and BMW have teamed up together. So the guts of the Supra are going to be like a BMW straight 6.
Nice.
But I don't know what the turbocharger and whatnot's going to be on it, but it's going to be a 2-door vehicle. The Supra is going to be 2 doors. It's not going to be like a 4-door that Type R's are. And so I'm honestly saving all of my money that I can, because if the Supra does come out, I have to buy it, because that's going to be huge for the channel. You know, that car coming out, it hasn't come out in like 10 years, and me being one of the first people to get it and put videos out, that's gonna make a car channel explode.
Definitely.
Yeah, huge.
I want Nissan to bring the Skyline back.
I mean, they don't really need to.
I know.
I mean, the GTRs are, I mean, they're making so many GTRs now, and the GTRs are starting to become more affordable. I mean, you can pick up a 2014 GTR now for like $56,000.
Wow.
You know, yeah, and then all of a sudden though, you know, all the Hellcats and stuff since 2014, since the Hellcat came out, or was it 2015? I forget. But now you're able to pick up a Hellcat in the low 50s.
Really?
Yeah, 707 horsepower. Low 50s. I mean, granted, it may have some mileage on it, but
yeah,
you know, it's crazy, and the cars are so crazy fast now. And as they're starting to age out, people are being able to buy it. It's just there are stupid fast cars in the used car market now.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I need to start watching that. But you can really get a GTR for 56,000.
56. I mean, that would be maybe like a 2007, 2008, but I think a 2014, maybe like 60, 61.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's still 60, 61,000 for a GTR, you know, because now with the way that they're spec'd out, a brand new GTR is like $170,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, I want one, and this won't happen for a long time, but it seems like all of the top YouTubers are getting the GTR, so I don't want to be like everyone else.
Let me tell you what, you get a GTR, everyone that in real life is going to love you and want to be around you.
We already want to be around Daren.
That's right.
Hey, Jared, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So with your drone, what kind of drone do you have?
So my personal drone is a DJI Mavic Air.
Okay, good. I'm so glad you said that. I'm considering
I got
wanting
access to another drone though, but that's what I personally have.
So that is 4K footage, correct?
Correct. It has 4K footage.
It's got like a 21-minute flight time.
Yeah. Specs say somewhere around 21 minutes. Last night I pushed it out and ran it about a mile.
Okay.
And I ran it at a very low speed, low power input. And I think I got about 17 minutes out of it. And
That's still pretty neat.
Yeah, but part of that was because it was a mile out.
Yeah.
And so it had to come a mile back. before the battery died. If you're using it just locally, you could probably get 17 to 20 minutes out of it easy.
Wow. So my question is, so that Mavic, right? It has the follow me feature, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that would follow a vehicle, right?
In theory, yes.
Okay. Now
You've not tested that yet, Jared?
I have not tested it. I've wanted to, but I haven't tested. I've tested the follow feature with me walking once, but it didn't. I don't think I had it set up right.
So, like, was I saw some footage that really just made me want to get a drone, and so I wasn't sure exactly which drone I needed to save up to get. But with that Pro, with the following, does it follow you in different different lengths? Can you choose what length you want it to follow you at?
Like distance away from you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you basically put the drone up in the air, set it the distance you want it, and then push follow me. And it goes from that distance you started at. And then then while you're controlling it, while it's following you, you still have control on the sticks and you can move it back or closer while it's all in that mode.
So there was a scene I was watching Mod to Fame, and with Mod to Fame, he did this thing where there was like 5 of them talking in a circle, and the drone was circling around them as they were talking. So it created so much energy as it was circling as they were talking. Now the audio was probably not coming from the drone; it was probably coming from something, a mic on him or whatnot. But it created so much energy in that moment, and I really, really liked it. And that was one of the reasons why I was thinking about doing it, because I kind of want to change perspectives in my videos for that, as far as driving, as far as whatnot. Just I want to create more B-roll footage that I can reuse for a lot of different things.
Absolutely. Twisted Arch Productions and myself, Brett and I, as part of the things, Twisted Arch is the production company that we started up. Brett's an FAA drone pilot. And so we've been working with these. Hey, Brett, why don't you just drive up here and jump in here with me? But yeah, I mean, stuff like the circle, that's all features that you could put in there.
Wow.
And it's just an automatic program that's in there. So,
well, we should all get together sometime, or put our wheels together and produce a video together that can market and help us all. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. When we started using drones, our first drone was the Phantom 3 was the first real good one. I mean, Brett started out with the Phantom 1, Phantom 2,
right,
and stuff, but the 3 kind of started us moving into more production quality, and it was just an instant change in the quality of the videos that we were putting out and being able to show with the B-roll like you're talking about.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch your stuff now, because I've never watched anything. I'm at my country. I'm in Pakistan. Oh, right on.
Nice, Pakistan. Welcome.
But yeah, I'm wanting to add that kind of element and things like that. I can't buy the drone right now. I was kind of hoping, that's what I wanted to ask you. I was kind of like, for a YouTuber, for a guy who's a one-man shop, what was the drone that I was going to need? And the follow me feature was going to be really important. I have been reaching out to certain companies for sponsorships or for product reviews and whatnot to get my hands on it, but nobody's going to send you a freaking $800 drone or $1,000 drone unless you've got like 50 or 60,000 subscribers and you have like hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, the brand deals and all that stuff, you got to get some views in there for them to make it worth their while.
Yeah, so that's one thing I'm also doing. I'm trying to up my views and stuff so that I can help market products for other companies and build relationships with them. So the Mavic 2, Twisted Arch is saying Mavic 2.
Yeah, the Mavic 2 is coming out soon. The Mavic Pro 2. I still think, Brett, Mavic 2 is nice, but for a simple YouTuber and stuff that he's going to be doing, I think the Mavic Air is by far the best option, quality-wise, size-wise, and functionality. I think you're going to get the most enjoyment out of that. It's the Mavic 2 that he's referencing. It's going to be or $500 more at
Oh,
that.
wow.
It's going to be up in the $1,200 range, I believe.
Well, I mean, the two things that I want out of the drone, other than the flight time, is I want the 4K camera and I want the follow me feature. That's the huge thing.
Yeah, and you get both of those with the Mavic Air. So you'd be just happy with that one. I don't think you need to go any bigger for what you're doing.
Right.
What about for what I'm doing?
For what you're doing, you can go down to Walmart and pick up one of those little.
All right.
You need to build a tiny whoop, Daren, and you can put a GoPro on top of that.
Gotcha.
Brett's talking about a 1-inch sensor in the Mavic Pro 2. That's nice for production quality. But I think for the YouTube stuff, you'd be just fine with the Mavic Air.
Because I mean, I want to create more energy and create more drama in the videos. Because sometimes my videos are cut and dry, especially when I'm doing vlogs. So, like, I'll do a talk video where I'm in my car talking about a certain aspect of a car or certain whatever, and I'm just driving and going. And so I do want to pick up one of those GoPro Hero 6s and I want to mount it. Actually, I want to use that as my vlogging device, and I want to use that.
That's what I use for my vlogs, is have a Hero 5.
Oh, right on. But so in my vehicle, what I have been doing, I have a Canon 70D and I have a Rode VideoMic R Pro. But what I'm finding is that the camera is so big, and I have a Delkin. It's a Delkin car 3-prong suction car mount.
Oh, wow.
So when you take this, you take this and you take this together, it's so much space in the car. And so, I mean, I have a wide angle lens that's on there too. So I get a lot of the, a lot of what's going on in the cabin, but setting it up to bear, and believe it or not, so the camera gets mounted upside down in the car. So it's sitting like this. So as I'm driving, what happens is this starts to jiggle, right? And I'm getting jiggle in my video, and it's really obnoxious and really, really bothering me. And so I was thinking, if I can get a GoPro and then get a cold shoe mount and put this on here, maybe the fact that the camera would be then sitting upright and not upside down, that I wouldn't get some of that, because the shocks would work right on the mic. And actually, in all reality, I need two, because I want to put one on the outside of the car to get a different perspective too.
Yeah, you got to get one outside. One thing I would highly recommend, I love the idea of GoPros. I like the idea, do it. I would go for that in a heartbeat. But the mic situation for a GoPro is going to be your issue.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even worry about your shotgun mic.
Okay.
The GoPro. What I would do is you get like a Zoom H1N, I think it is.
Okay.
It's $100, small recorder, and just get a lav mic, one like I'm using here.
Yeah.
And just record your audio into that, and then sync them together in post. Because
nice.
You're gonna get 10 times better quality than trying to hook up a shotgun mic on a GoPro.
This is what I use.
Oh, nice. I like that.
So
yeah, GoPro for the car would be fantastic.
Oh, you guys, so for my B-roll footage, I shoot with a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I just picked up the Steadicam Volt, and so I've been shooting with some footage today on just different things for B-roll, and so I haven't taken it to production yet to edit it and whatnot. So I just shot a bunch of stuff today on my phone. I'm really excited to kind of just see the difference that it's going to be, because I tried to do some shots on my phone earlier. It was just shaky and wobbly, and it was terrible. And I didn't have the right frames per second for slowing it down, and so I was like, I did shot all wrong. Anyway, so I fixed the phone, and now I'm shooting in 4K on the phone.
Good.
And then I'm able to, when you slow down 4K, it looks better still.
Absolutely. What frame rates are you shooting in?
I'm shooting at 60.
Okay. And then outputting your edits in 24 or 30.
I believe it's 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm actually, so the only thing that I'm lacking right now is I'm lacking in my software. I'm actually using iMovie. So I'm actually taking down, I'm actually condensing everything into 1080p when I am rendering everything. And I actually want to start just doing 4K files. But the thing is that I want to be able to keep all of my videos that I make. And so I don't have enough space for 4K videos on my laptop. I have to get like a 6 terabyte hard drive or something and just kind of keep it there because every video is like 10 gigs.
I'm on my second external hard drive.
I'm on my 4 terabyte hard drive.
Jeez.
I think. I just shot a couple other projects I've done. I've had 3 or 4 different camera angles shot. Brett and I have done a few things with multiple cameras, and you do take up a lot of space.
So Brett was Twisted Arcs was saying get a DJI Osmo. I was actually thinking about getting one of those, but I picked up the Steadicam Volt instead. Only because I use my phone right now as my predominant shooting whatnot, and I can also GoPro with the Steadicam Volt as well.
Yeah,
It's got a GoPro attachment, and that was the reason I wanted to do that versus getting the DJI Osmo. Now, granted, I use the phone as the the monitor, and then the camera itself. I actually really like that. But I was kind of like trying to figure out a cheaper option. So the Steadicam Volts, they are back ordered, and I ended up buying it used from somebody for like $40 less, and it's like in brand new condition.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey Brett, just stop suggesting all the expensive stuff.
Yeah, make it cheap. We're broke YouTubers.
He says we should get a RAID system, a RAID hard drive system.
Wow.
So,
Brett,
jerk. So, Phil, I was actually going to ask you: have you heard anything, seen anything about the 4-door Jeep Wrangler? I'm sorry, the truck Jeep Wrangler that's supposed to come out.
I have not. Tell me about it.
So this is a rumor that I heard is the 2019 they're doing a 4-door. Well, it's a truck like the old Scrambler.
Really?
Yeah. I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
Say that again. They're doing a what?
So a 4-door and a Jeep 4-door truck. Hold on.
That's legit.
4-door truck.
Yeah.
Like a 4-door Jeep truck.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the Chevy Avalanche of Jeeps.
Yeah, definitely. or the Honda Ridgeline.
Oh God, let's not talk about it. It's the ugliest truck I've ever seen in my life.
The brute.
Well, doesn't Hummer have a truck?
Yeah, but they're dead.
Oh.
The H3.
Yeah, it's an interesting time. I'm really pumped.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see here.
The Jeep Wrangler was just an extended back end, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, it's gonna that's a pavement princess. You're not gonna be able to do any kind of off-roading with that thing, with the way that it's at.
Yeah, it seems like it's too long.
Pavement princess. What else do we call those, Brett? Come on, I'll let you say it. Type it in fast.
Yeah. There you go. Mall Queen.
let's see. Man, I get all these weird requests on Instagram from like these promoter people. There's weird.
Interesting. What kind of requests, or do I want to know?
Okay, so since I have my Instagram, I've had 5 Illuminati people like reach out to join the Illuminati. Believe it or not, like I kid you not, like I looked them up, I trolled them, and I'm like, these people are like legit trying to recruit people to the Illuminati.
Interesting.
Promising them health, wealth, and AIDS.
Health, wealth, and AIDS.
Yeah.
So Brett says off-road Toyota is the best.
See, Toyota though, for me, like my brother drives a Tundra. I think they're just too minimalist on the inside of the truck. I love my foo-foo features. I like to call them foo-foo features, but you know, I love the big touchscreen. I like all these little gadgets. I like it to look like a cockpit, you know, futuristic. And that's actually one of the reasons why I didn't buy a Nissan either. I thought the Toyota and Nissan were very minimalist on the inside. I'm a baby with that. I like my amenities. I like my heated, ventilated seats, and I like my sound system. So the truck came with an Alpine system in it. There's a subwoofer under one of the seats in the back
of the
truck. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I was like, what the crap? That's cool.
Was it aftermarket or?
No, that's stock.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
So it bumps, and I was like,
nice.
Digging it. Yeah.
Very nice.
So, if you were to get a minivan, what would you get?
So minivans nowadays don't look like minivans; they look like SUVs. And actually, I thought the Chevy Traverse looks freaking cool. And I actually like the fact that there's captain's chairs in the middle row. And so, speaking of, you said it was a family channel, so I announced today that I have my second kid coming.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so my wife drives a Honda CRV, and as the family grows and whatnot, we're going to outgrow that little, small crossover. And we're going to need something that has more seats and a lot of space for shopping and baby strollers and whatnot. And I was looking at the Chevy Traverses, and they actually look really, really cool. They look very luxurious on the inside on some of that stuff. And I'd always want to get leather seats with kids spilling junk in the car and whatnot. That way you can freaking wipe that off really quick.
That's what my Tahoe has. It's nice.
Well, thank you, Hell Kitten. Actually, I'll just say thank you in there. But
my cloth seats are destroyed.
Yeah, man, just sour milk smell.
Oh,
yeah. I got to tell you this story. So the day that we were going to pick up my truck, right? So I've got 2 dogs. I've got a pit bull and I've got a lab. And so I didn't have the truck, so we put the 2 dogs into the SUV with the baby in the middle, and we were taking the dogs over to my brother-in-law's house so that they can watch the dogs while we went and drove 3 hours to pick up the truck. So anyway, my dogs get in, and my lab, for some reason, freaks out and poops within 2 minutes of driving a 10-minute drive. Poops. And then both dogs start smearing it into the seats. They jump over my baby and get poop on my baby and my baby's car seat and everything. And I'm sitting there and I'm smelling something. I'm like, babe, did the dogs fart? And I look over like, oh my God, no. It's like this chocolate horror scene everywhere, except it's poop. So like my wife's freaking out. We turn around, we'll go right back home. And I'm like, get the baby out of the car, get these dogs out of the car. And we like pull the car seat out and throw it in there. And instead of taking that car to get my car, we took that straight over to the detailers. And the detailers are like, you did not just bring a car that's filled with poop in the back seat right over. They're like, we're gonna charge you extra for this. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'll pay it. I'll pay it so I don't have to clean it. So anyway, they clean it, and then there's still a faint smell of like poop in the car. But it's like, but it's like that smell like you have poop that's covered in chemicals, so it's not like quite poop. and it's not quite chemicals. It's like this harmony of them. So there's that musk in the car still, and it hasn't went away. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was awful. Anyway, needless to say, now the dogs travel in the bed of my truck.
He did say poop.
It's a truck now is nice for that.
Yeah, and if they jump out, hey, my expenses went down.
Oh.
But I love my dogs.
Ironic timing talking about dogs too, since mine just decided it was playtime.
Oh, if you guys have not used the SanDisk, the 100 megabyte mini one, these work really, really freaking well. I like them, and I got them for like I don't remember. I'm not gonna say what I got them for. But this was a 64 gig with 100 MBP MBS
megabytes per second.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, these work really well. So I have a relationship with a dash cam company. They're called Vantrue. And so he actually sent me the N1 Pro, and I had some footage that I did. I did a review on this. It's a very cool dash cam. Anyway, I'm using the SanDisk for this, and then I bought one extra because I'm being optimistic on getting a GoPro.
Yeah. That's what I have in my GoPro and my drone.
Oh, nice.
Really good. Yeah.
I want one. I need to get one of those bad. My wife was actually like lecturing me earlier. She's like, you need to stop talking about the things that you need for your YouTube channel and just shut up and just make videos, okay? And I'm like, but I need to make videos that are interesting and that people would like them. And they're like, well, they better like you without all the expensive stuff.
They don't like you without the expensive stuff. They're not gonna like you with it.
Jeez, I was like, did you know, honey, that if I went and financed a $70,000 car right now and just started doing a series on it, that I would actually triple, quadruple my channel and probably make my money back in a year? She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Like when the Hellcats came out, people were buying Hellcats, starting YouTube channels like Tall Guy Car Reviews. And he's got like 300,000 subscribers in a year and a half, and he's making bank.
Nice.
Maybe
okay, Brett. Let's go buy a car, Brett.
No, I'm serious, man. But it's got to be a car though that's like, it's got to be a nice car and not easily accessible. But at the same time, a car that everybody wants.
Yeah, something new and fancy and exciting. Not a '83 Honda Civic.
Well, if you spent 70 grand on one of those, I'd be wondering if it was like gold plated.
That's true.
But
I'm gonna bag for a second. I gotta get the dog off of me here.
We'll be here.
Disconnect, Mike.
But I love watching those videos where somebody takes $10,000 and puts together one of those crazy like Honda Civics that are like 500 wheel horsepower. Those are fun to do and watch. I want to do something like that someday.
That would be cool. I like to build. I don't know if you've heard of it, but a sleeper car. I think that would be fun to build. Something that doesn't look fast but is fast.
Speaking of a sleeper car, I'm actually going to do a sleeper car series with a Ford Taurus show. The Ford Taurus show is insane, stupid fast, and with a quick tune, it hauls butt, and you would never know because it looks like a Ford Taurus.
All right, I'm Googling it.
Yeah, the Ford Taurus show is insane.
Oh, wow. Interesting. What's that? That Ford with the fancy Fiesta. The Ford Fiesta with the fancy wing.
I want one of those new Hellcat red eyes. But if I got a Hellcat, though, I would get a Hellcat Charger. I had a Challenger. I love my Challenger, but I like the look of a sports car versus a muscle car, where it's a modern-looking car. Now, if it's an old-school muscle car, nothing beats the looks on those and the fact that they're an old-school muscle car. But if it's like a reinvented muscle car, I actually prefer a car that looks like a sports car.
I would take the Charger. However, I want I want the manual transmission, and they don't come with it in the Charger.
Oh, they don't? I thought you can custom order that.
Everything that I've looked, I could be wrong, but
they make the Challengers with stick if you custom order it that way.
Yeah, you can custom order a stick with a manual, but I've not been able.
But here's the thing, though. It's the same. It's almost the same place you would drop the gearbox in anyway. So I mean, they just have to drop the one they have in the Challenger in the Charger and just do a swap there. I mean, but it'd be an expensive swap if you did it yourself.
Yeah. So I mean, this is not going to happen anytime soon. But if I was to get one of those, I'd like the Charger just because I could still fit my kids in it easier.
Yeah.
But I'd want the manual transmission just because.
I would settle in the between for a freaking a Scat Pack. Because here's the thing. So with a Scat Pack has a 6.4 naturally aspirated V8 engine, where the Hellcats are a 6.2 supercharged. So I mean, if people are doing superchargers on the Scat Packs, they actually have a faster vehicle, but you know, they're going to have to redo their suspension, redo the shocks, and redo all the lines and redo everything so that the car could actually put down the power everywhere on it. But
gotcha.
But they would essentially have a faster car.
Hold on. I think the Hellcat would be a cool car to have.
I haven't driven a Hellcat. I think I'm gonna get an opportunity to, but I was kind of scared because I've just heard a lot of horror stories of the car fishtailing and like crashing. Because I mean, you can be driving at like 60 miles an hour, and if you put the pedal to the ground, you'll fishtail at 60 miles an hour. It'll almost be like it's almost like a simulated dig.
Yeah. The only time I've ever fishtailed is in snow, and that's no fun.
Yeah.
So I just found something I need to investigate more.
What's that?
This.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
That's awesome.
Freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
I want to get one just to make Daren jealous.
So what is Toxic 3 saying?
I don't know.
Will you join me now? No.
I'll join you. But I know where we're going, as long as we get to hold hands.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, Brett. Red key all the way.
What's the red key?
The red key unleashes all of the horsepower. The black key gives you half of it.
Gotcha. Okay, I've heard them call
the black key.
That's your valet key almost.
Give the wife the black key.
That's what I've heard is the valet key. Yeah, Toxic, stop with that, or it's gonna be like it's uncool, brah. So you got the wife key and the your key, huh?
Yep.
No, it's not support. I'm sorry you missed the memo. But yeah, we're talking cars here.
Actually, I'm down for sub for snub, and so you know it's you sub me and I don't sub back.
All right, I'm cool with that.
Sub for snub.
So, what else?
Yeah. Oh, have you guys seen that the Top Gear video where they do the Bugatti Veyron and they give all the specs on it with it having like 12 radiators and it has 2 keys. It's like 1,000 horsepower vehicle.
No.
Oh my gosh. You should watch it. Like you should put it on right now. We should all watch it on your screen.
Okay.
It's amazing, but they give all the specs on it. It's got, I think it said it was like 8 or 10 radiators on the vehicle.
What am I searching for?
It's Top Gear. It's the Bugatti Veyron. When they did it, it should be like 6 or 7 years old now.
9 years ago.
Bugatti Super Sport speed test.
Speed test 7 years ago.
Yeah, or something like that.
Wow. I'll check that out.
Let's see. 1 second. Your video will play with the ad. So I actually started watching. I found Top Gear on Netflix, so I started watching that.
Huh.
Top Gear's on Netflix now?
Yeah, the Top Gear USA. Was this it?
Yes. It's like they were saying something about how you would burn off the tires before you ran out the gas if you ran at a top speed.
Sheesh. Holy crap. Hellkitten says you should get that for her for a present, Daren.
If I got a Hellcat, I would call it a Hell Meow.
I want to see the engine.
I don't think they show the engine, but I think the engine's in the back, right? Or is the radiators in the back of that?
the all the new fancy cars, they're all rear engine.
Oh, hey! Did you guys hear about Corvette's plans to probably reintroduce the mid-engine vehicles again?
Really?
They're doing that again.
That would be cool. I don't know why, but it seems like all the fancy supercars are all rear engine or mid engine. I'm guessing more weight to the rear tires. But I'm guessing that's for traction. But I don't understand because most of them nowadays are all wheel drive anyways.
2020 Chevrolet Corvette C8. The mid engine white whale is nearly here.
Yeah.
Nice. It looks sexy too.
Yeah, man. I want
share the screen. Hover over the left and hit that green arrow.
Well, all you need to do is talk and then it'll take over.
Yeah. So that's a gorgeous looking little car there.
That looks like a Ferrari.
I know. It's getting pretty close to that same style looking.
56,000. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I mean, I get a Super or get that, but honestly, I really love the C7 Grand Sports. I would totally drive that in a heartbeat.
If anything was given to me, I'd drive it in a heartbeat.
A Prius?
Okay, let me.
Maybe not a Prius.
Okay, so here's a game. I'm curious to see what you guys will say. So, in this hypothetical situation here, you can have money to buy any vehicle that you want. Okay, but here's the stipulation here. You have as much money to buy the vehicle, but then once you buy the vehicle, you're in charge of maintenance, you're in charge of tagging and title, and you're in charge of insurance and everything. What vehicle would you pick?
So you say I'm in charge of everything, meaning I get the cost of the car given to me, but I have to come up with the money for everything else.
Exactly.
See, that poses a huge change in the whole scenario.
Right? That gets you thinking. Twisted says he do a TRD Pro.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm kind of with him too. I think I'm not. The car that I really want right now, the vehicle I really want is something like a a Dodge or a GMC 3500 diesel truck.
Wow, why so big?
Haul toys, camp trailers, boats. My Tahoe's not, it cuts it right now with what I got, but it's slow going.
So speaking of that, okay, so you got me on a tangent now. I like to talk cars and tangents, but what's interesting is you're finding that so basically I would say within the next 3 years, you're going to see 8 cylinders phasing out. Everyone's going to a 6-cylinder turbo, but a 6-cylinder turbo diesel, that is where all the trucks are going to right now. And so Ford's doing that now. And Dodge has done it, but they're still putting out the Hemis. But the eco diesel, they're doing so well. And so I'm interested to see if Chevy's going to do that now. But the crazy thing with that is that with the eco diesel, it also gives room to tune them because they're putting turbos on a 6-cylinder.
I think,
and so I'm
yeah, from what I've seen, I mean, as long as they're able to pull everything and do the work of an 8-cylinder, I don't see why not. I don't see why it would be a big deal to go down to 6.
Well, the thing is that you get better gas miles, but the thing is that if you go down to like an EcoBoost or a twin turbo diesel, you don't get the horsepower. You get insane amount of pulling torque, but you don't get horsepower. You get half as much horsepower.
So you'll be able to pull, but you won't be able to get up to speed as fast, right?
Yes, versus an 8-cylinder. Yes, that's correct. But if you put on a tune on the turbos and stuff, you'll get back up to it.
Gotcha.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's tuner country. But the other thing, though, is that my prediction is that everything is going to be twin turbo diesel, or just twin turbo, or turbo 4-cylinder, and then there's going to be a big shift into electric cars. I think Tesla, once they have 2 more years of unleashing the Model 3 everywhere and flooding it, it's going to change things. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Fisker's back, and Fisker's making cars. Again, and there other electric car companies are getting into the mix because it's an interesting time because Ford's actually getting rid of all of their sedans. I think they're only keeping the Fusion and that's it, and then the Mustang. But they're getting rid of their sedans because sedans are dying. People are doing crossovers, people are doing SUVs, people are doing trucks, but people aren't wanting sedans. I mean, the 2-door sports coupes, those are going to be there forever. But the sedan is dying. Nobody wants a sedan anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the size of families now, and more people are looking to do outdoor travel and road trips and stuff. So, yeah, I see that. You talking about 4 cylinders? Brett makes the comment that he's seen and worked on the GMC Canyon, which is a 4-cylinder diesel.
Oh wow,
interesting.
That's
a 2.8 Duramax, he says.
That's crazy. Hey, Brett, what are the numbers on that? What is that? What's the horsepower? What's the torque? I bet with a 4-cylinder, I bet it's something like 205 horsepower and maybe like 230 torque.
So, for going back to your question while he's typing away, I was thinking either for the vehicle that you'd choose if somebody else bought it for you. I'm toying with the idea between a Jeep Wrangler and just do because I think so it'd be either a Jeep Wrangler or a McLaren. And the reason for this is because I feel like with either of those two, I could use them to build my channel or a channel. And then I won't have to worry about money.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like if I build it up enough that the money will come.
Okay. I mean, I would probably have a super expensive car, but the thing is that with the car, I would write off the expenses and write off the depreciation for the next 10 years on the channel.
Yeah, Definitely.
So, I mean, with that being said, I'd probably get a Bugatti.
So, just doing a quick search, the 2019 GMC Canyon all-terrain diesel says it's 369 foot-pounds at 2,000 RPM.
A 4-cylinder has 300 some odd horsepower?
Yep. 369 pounds a foot at 2,000 RPMs is how.
That's low. That's low. 2,000 RPMs is nothing. That's incredible. That's fast.
So.
Well, I mean, then again, the Type R's and the Subarus, they all have like 305, 310 horsepower on the 4-cylinders. But on a truck, though, that's impressive.
That's cooking.
Yeah, bro, I'd probably go with the Jeep for insurance purposes.
Sweet.
Let's see. So none of my people came over from like Instagram and Twitter. That sucks. Nobody likes me.
I like you.
I like you too.
Saturday night, they're all out partying.
Party. No, I was telling Daren earlier, with all the videos that I make, 95% of my videos are searched. They're not like watched by my viewers. Hold on. Let me just I'll even show you. I'll pull up my analytics right now for like the last 28 days.
I've got your channel here. I'm just looking at your view count. You got your second to last video, 2.9 thousand.
Yeah, it's just about 3,000.
5 days, so that's some good traction there. And if that's all searched for,
check this out. I don't know if it's clear or not, but you can see the views coming from search to subscribers or to not subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Isn't that crazy? And then hold on.
You got to figure out a way to convert them from viewers to subscribers.
Yeah, I haven't effectively done that well.
You've got good thumbnails. I like your thumbnails a lot.
Yeah, that was one thing that I learned right up front was the thumbnails. The thing is, I'm trying to like utilize SEO better, and I am doing SEO better. But at the same time, with my videos having its main traction being searchable stuff, that finding searchable content's what's making it hard versus having dedicated subscribers watching my stuff anyway and helping my videos rank. So I'm trying to figure out how to mix them both because that's going to help grow the channel. Now, I got lucky with that video that I made 2 days ago, and I actually made it at work, and it's really crappy quality. I made it on my phone really quick, and I was at work. But the thing was is that Honda put out new information on the 2019 refresh on the sedan and the coupe, and it literally came out, and I got notified, and I'm like, I need to make a video now because this is going to be searched. People are going to be looking for it, and so I got shat on. It has like 32 dislikes. Because people are like wanting the production value and they're wanting all that because I use the high res thumbnail and they come in there and I'm like, hey guys, I'm at work and I just throw you some information I'm reading off the computer. But I mean, like, you have to make information available the moment it comes.
Watch time drop off significantly after the first 15 seconds on that one. Then
it actually, it's a 2 minute and like 30-second video, I think, and I was holding them for like 45 seconds.
Yeah. Lots of views, but low view time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
You're ranking pretty good, though.
Nice to have the searchability. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that. You're smart to jump on it when it comes out and just get that out there. And
I'm literally halfway to monetization. I just about have 2,000 hours of watch time. And I'm almost at 500 subscribers. So I'm like literally just halfway there.
Yeah, I was looking at you're at 469, so you're getting there. with the 1 sub I just got tonight. Thank you very much. I'm at 53.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm about to subscribe to you. So you have drone videos and stuff like that on there?
Pardon?
You have drone videos, right?
Twisted Arch does the drone videos and stuff. We put everything on his page.
Okay, I'm going to subscribe to him right now.
Mine's more, I'm kind of pushing more into my outdoor stuff a little bit with mine. It's kind of family and outdoors on mine.
Okay. Twisted Arch is, I am subscriber 49 on Twisted Arch. Okay. And then let's go to you. Jared, type something in the other mind.
I just.
Daren just put me in.
Okay. And I am 54. Boom.
Woo.
You're moving on up in the world, Jared.
Yeah. So I've subscribed to both of you guys.
Actually, while I'm on your channel, pop that button for you.
I'm not gonna hit that button.
There. You were talking about your truck though, and going over and checking out your truck, but I don't see any videos on the truck.
So the videos on the truck, it's going to be the gas video, and then I did a unveil what's my new ride vehicle. That's the actual truck. But I haven't actually physically made more truck videos just yet because I'm trying to give a little bit of space so that people are not like, oh, he's just building a truck and that's his channel now. So I'm featuring other stuff, but my new vehicle, the way it is over, is the actual unveiling of the truck, and then that's where I did really crappy slow motion in the wrong frames, and it had really shaky stuff. But
slow motion in 30 frames, huh?
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
That's okay. I've never done slow motion, so
it's clear. At least it's the image is clear and looks nice. So
yeah, so yeah, you live and you learn. I just figured out how to do like banners and stuff for YouTube and Instagram and stuff, and I've been doing it through PicMonkey.
One thing I'm gonna skip to the end here. One thing that looks like you need to do, at least on like this one. Oh nope, they're there. Never mind. The preview didn't bring them up.
Oh really?
Okay, never mind. I jumped the gun.
Let's see.
Yeah, Brett, we need to get that computer situation resolved.
What's wrong with your computer?
It took a big old dump out here in our office.
That's no good. That's no bueno.
I think we need to get a new motherboard in it. So he kept having issues with the video card, which is integrated into the motherboard on it.
Gotcha.
So every time we try and render videos or work on images in Photoshop, it would take a nosedive.
That's not good. Just get an Apple.
I've got an Apple up in the fridge.
You have an Apple as your phone.
Let's see.
Yes, it did. Sitting right here, Brett. Should we take it out and throw it out the back end of a truck? Bounce it down the highway?
Just shoot it out outside your back door.
Not quite that rural.
Come on, you live out in the country.
Yeah, not that much. I don't think the cops around here would like me shooting it out my back door.
The cops will never find out.
That's true, Hellkit, and it would make a good video until the cops saw it. Well, boys, anything else?
Anything else? Let's see. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I'm kind of blanking right now.
So I have a question for you. I've been trying to figure this out. With fast cars, is rear-wheel drive better than front-wheel drive?
For speed, rear wheel.
Yeah,
And why is that?
Well, because of torque steering.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If you look at all the race cars and everything out there, top cars and everything, they're all good.
Okay, so a question to go along with that: rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive?
Rear-wheel drive.
For speed?
Yeah.
Rear wheel.
Gotcha.
Rear wheel.
Now, I will say, the thing is that with the all-wheel drive, you're going to lose power in the drivetrain because it's got to now distribute all the power into four wheels. And so you kind of lose a little bit of the power that way.
Gotcha.
But one company that is making me put my foot in my mouth on that is Tesla. The way that they've done their all-wheel drive is insane. It's faster than rear-wheel drive, and they hardly lose any. There's hardly no drivetrain loss.
There's no power loss because of the way their drivetrains are set up.
Yeah. So it's insane, with the electric cars, but the ultimate tragedy though with the electric cars is you'll get the speed, but you won't get the sound. There's no snow, there's no growl, there's no sound, there's no accomplishment. The car's not talking to you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We've got a Tesla came into our little town here and put in 4 power stations at our visitor center for tourists to come through. It's like one of the the hubs for a big road trip that Tesla helped put in across America.
Oh yeah.
You go down there and watch the Teslas powering up almost daily, and it's so weird to stand there and see this car driving by you and not hear a sound. All you hear is the tires crunching on the gravel.
That would be weird.
It's nuts. But yeah, I agree. If I have a car that goes 80 miles an hour, I want to hear some big old bore thundering pipes coming out of it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, when I think of electric cars, I remember that episode of The Office where Dwight tries to pin Andy in a Prius. And it's silent because he's crawling up on him and he can't hear him, and he tries to pin him in the bushes. It's the greatest, one of the greatest episodes. I lost my crap when I was watching that. It was amazing.
So speaking of electric, Harley Davidson is actually coming out with an electric motorcycle.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous. The thing is, the motorcycles, they need to be loud so that people know where they are.
And see where they're at, yeah. They could put those blinking headlights on them like I've seen a lot of bikes having nowadays, but
just give everyone seizures as they're driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, people are distracted on their phones and whatnot when they're driving, and
definitely
they're just not going to see it. And they just got to hear it. I mean, I get startled when I hear something loud.
Sorry, I'm trying to find. Let's see, Harley. It's actually a pretty ugly bike. Supposed to come out in 2019.
Let's see.
The live wire, there it is. Share.
Yeah, it looks decent, but
It looks really cool.
So they, from what I understand, last year they purchased either stock in or purchased an electric battery company. So they're working on an electric motorcycle. Now they did a new one. Where, there it is. It's supposed to be a street fighter. Basically, strip down everything and put a like a crotch rocket. So they're evolving from a cruiser to a crotch rocket. Yeah, they can keep that thing. So I just found the evolution in the Harley Davidson kind of interesting. What if they give it to you, Hell Kitten? Would you take
good
it?
thing our mama taught us not to ride bikes, right, Daren?
That's correct. But what is it? Waterboy taught me that what mama don't know, mama or don't hurt her.
My mama said. My mama said. My mama said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man. Yeah, electric motorcycles. That's dumb.
I'm not. Yeah, like there's another company out there called Zero that does it. I want to hear that sound.
I would purposely make a motorcycle even louder than a GameStop.
Definitely. Like, I unfortunately can't get louder exhaust for my bike because of where it is, and my bike is obsolete now. The last year they made them was 2010, so I unfortunately can't get an exhaust for mine. But when I get my next bike, it's gonna have a new exhaust on it, just because I want that sound. I want to make it as loud as possible.
Just kind of random. So with this right now, are you guys using a laptop camera or are you guys using a dedicated camera?
What are you using, Jared?
I'm using a dedicated camera.
Yeah, because your picture quality is insane compared to what I'm putting out.
Yeah, I'm using my Sony A6500 at 4K.
Nice.
I'm using my MacBook Pro internal camera.
That's what I'm using too.
And it tops out at 720.
Well, I don't have proper lighting in here, so
I have this fancy light that lights. I shine it to the wall in front of me to.
I have this light, and then I have my secondary monitor giving me light.
Got two daytime lights in front of me behind. I've got two of these Lume cubes right on my table.
Nice. Yeah, your picture quality is like so much better than ours. I was like, oh my gosh, I was just distracted.
I was talking to Daren at the beginning, and he was making fun of me setting up my good camera.
That's smart.
I just like the quality. So.
I'm just giving you crap. So
crapo.
Hellkitten says Cobra pipes are great on motorcycles.
Yes,
I actually like the Vance and Hines. I like the way they look.
Oh yeah, they look great actually.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they compare to Cobra, but when I get my next murder cycle, I'll put Vance and Hines on him.
Yeah.
On it. So.
Oh wow, I'm at 471. You guys are awesome.
I didn't do it.
I did it.
You guys are so awesome. I would near say almost delicious.
Well, it's been a long day for me, so
yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna go ahead and end this. No, I'm not going out to ride Hell Kitten.
You should go out and ride right now.
Talking about bikes, Daren says, "See ya."
No, I've had a long day as well.
Yeah. Well, you guys, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for just hanging out. I appreciate being here, and I would love to come back and chat again with everybody.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah! And if you think about some ways and stuff, you're talking about wanting to get together and do some collabs and whatnot. If we can do something remotely and whatnot until we can ever get together someday.
Yeah, well, and it could just be something like if I need some type of B-roll footage that I can kind of put that in there, or if you guys needed me to do some kind of perspective shot or vlog or something like that, and then I send you the footage, and then you put some of my footage in yours that you needed from me, and kind of vice versa. Because you're in Utah, right? Is that where you're at?
Yep, I'm in BFE, Utah.
Yeah, and I'm in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan. So thanks for having me again, Daren.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Have an amazing day.
Boom. Have an amazing night.
True story.
On there.
All right, guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Boy.